Hello and welcome to Highly Suggestive. Now, what is highly suggestive? Basically a recommendation for a video game or movie or basically series or even a visual novel or generally novel or a book, even like anything. Literally anything I think you should watch, it will be here. Basically anything I would suggest you actually check out, that will be what this show is for. So now, let's continue on with Nekopara OVA. Now, you all know me, and you all guys know how much I love Nekopara. I mean, I've done several series of it. I mean, just go back and watch me and Cooner play some of the visual novel stuff. Now, I didn't know it was going to be animation before it was here. Now, what was this all about? There was this giant Kickstarter project that came out, which was to gain money for this good episode of Nekopara. As you guys know, Nekopara got known for being a visual novel that people of America and other around countries felt was very inappropriate because of a weird feeling of both love and, well, let's just say not everybody would like to fuck a cat girl. Yeah, no, I thought I was the only one. But after me and Cooner played, we actually ended up having a good time, which was fantastic, because we enjoyed both the first game and Season 0. But when I heard it was going to be an OVA, I was like, wait, what? Most like any other would be. That was when I decided, you know what, I should definitely watch this. And after listening to what some of my fans said, and actually the fact that they were like, oh, this is good, this is fantastic, then I had to check it out myself. Me knowing the visual novel and everything, I thought I should be actually quite good at this. So let's make a short review of Nekopara OVA. Now, we started with the story, and I actually love the story in this one. Now, it's the same story from Nekopara Volume 1, and I would say that's a great story. But I would like to address some stuff that was a little bit different with the story this time. First of all, I would like to point out that Vanilla is a little bit too much of a cool attitude for us anymore. You know, Vanilla, you're a little bit too cool for us, but we respect you either way. And actually, I feel like Cashew got some mad respect from her as well, because half the time she actually says he's cool. No, but what I would like to say is that Vanilla and Chocola's attitudes kind of changed a little bit. And not in a bad way, and not in a major way either. Say, a lot of people remember that Chocola was kind of this overexcited cat girl who was all about basically running around, basically telling people like, oh, I want to be, like, I want to help Master, I want to do everything for Master, I want to do everything. And in this anime, surprisingly, she's actually quite the same, but something that I realized later was when there is this moment where basically Chocola's attitude kind of changed from the visual novel. In the visual novel, the start of it is that Cashew want to be left alone. And the thing is, Chocola would not accept this in the visual novel. She, no matter what happened, she said, no, I don't want to go. No, I don't want to go. No, I don't want to go. Like, she was so determined to stay. In this one, she kind of gave up. Now, I know, she did actually, like, kind of, like, protest against it, like, the first time. And did ask about it the second time. And the third time, she kind of just got like, okay, I guess we'll have to go. Like, she kind of accepted. And I feel like that is a way better way to go about your character. Because I know everybody was like, oh, no, that's a little bit weird for us, but like Chocola is a little bit, she loves her master, but like it makes a better story if she actually got sad about it. Like, I know she's upset and she get really like, oh, we can work this out. She goes through the stages of like the fact that she can't stay with Master, and that kind of like works out, and Master finds a way and stuff like that. Now, a little bit differently from how it all worked back in the actual visual novel, there was something that I realized which was different. And Vanilla, who I said it before, a little bit cool attitude, Vanilla was a very like cool and collective character. She was kind of like this very like snouty, basically like a little bit like sassy cat. Like she was basically like always in a monotone and very like just I'm gonna stay with this. I'm gonna do this. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna do this, and it's like, wow, like not much impression there. But in this one, she kind of like gets a little bit like she gets a little bit sentimental. She gets a little bit more excited and like is a little bit more aggressive, I guess, stuff. And it's kind of funnier the way she is kind of like now, because she kind of look like, as I said earlier, she's kind of like a gang member, which I kind of find funny. And it's fantastic to just see her just do anything, mainly due to the fact that she looks so uninterested in whatever she's doing. We know that's a character, so it's fun. Something I will point out though is that, because nobody really talked about it, was the fact that Milk is nowhere to be seen. Who is Milk, you ask? Well, she was this young cat girl who was found in the park, who was basically helping her master basically like set up stuff and selling, basically be a store owner. But the point of that character was mainly to basically push the point of actually like to show off that, you know, you actually can work with a cat girl. But in this one, we kind of got enough of that. Like they were basically like, you know what, it was fun the first time when they basically like helped with the moving, and that was kind of like the good point of it. Like, you know, you can use her for that kind of stuff, or you could use her for something else. I mean, really something else. Not like that, she's like a daughter or something, I don't know. Unless you watch the visual novel, then go ahead. Have fun. Go ahead. Take that with you. Take but take these with you as well. Yeah, no, you're gonna need those. Okay. Now, another thing, like, I might as well just tell this right away, because a lot of people comment about it. In the story, the romance is toned down to nothing, which people find a little bit weird. As of me, I kind of found it a little bit weird, because I wasn't used to it. I was so prepared for it. But the thing is, making it seem like father and daughters in the entire series basically make it a little bit more likable. Like, it's like Chocola is his hyperactive daughter who basically tries to get into trouble and really loves her father. And Vanilla is the sister who is more attached to her sister than it is to her father, but is still kind of attached to the father, which makes a kind of cool chemistry that way. And I kind of like it that way, because it feels a little bit more natural. The main reason I think they did this was mainly because a lot of outside audience was trying to also watch this, and there was a little bit controversial with the entire thing there. It's normal in Japan, but outside Japan it looks a little bit weird, because you see Chocola looks like a daughter, but all of a sudden there's a romance between them. Like, no, we cut that out. It was a little bit nice, at the same time a little bit different to basically cut that out. But you know, you can watch it either way, it's fun. Overall, with the story, I think it's like some good changes. Like, we have a little bit less romance, but a lot more fun attitudes and stuff, which I would like to say is fantastic. When it comes to the animation, I would say great. I mean, it looks like any other anime. It's fine. It's basically like outstanding itself. It's not something brilliant, but it's not something bad, so who gives a shit? And it's mostly like the usual style of things. Like, it holds out basically the same style that was in the visual novel, and it keeps out the designs. Like, all the characters looks the same, and like the stuff like that. Like, something I really enjoyed, though, I will say that, is in the original visual novel, you didn't really see many people with cat girls, and it was pretty like, oh, those are your cat girls, they're adorable. But in the animation, there seems to be like a bunch of other families that also have cat girls, and it feels like that's what it's supposed to look like, and it's supposed to feel like this dystopian future, or this weird alternate dimension where cat girls and humans can live together in peace. And I thought I had to cat war. something that a lot of people seem to have problems with, which whenever I went into a forum, was the fact that it went into chibi mode. Which if you don't know what chibi mode is, it's basically when everything just turns into like this very cute and adorable style that is a little bit different from usual. The reason why they did this though was because the original visual novel actually had that kind of style from time to time. And the same with the Volume 0, which me and Connor also played. Link in the description. But yeah, the chibi mode was pretty good. It was about as average as you can possibly get. It was easy and well done, I would say. Nothing really to say about it. It was cute, adorable, and it did actually make quite a lot of sense. Something that I was a little bit weirded out by first, and actually kind of found it like, you know what, actually, I kind of like it. Which was basically, in betweens, there were like these chibi pictures that also popped up from time to time, which was literally just a loading screen for the next scene. I have no problems with that, but it was a little bit weird. But I would say it was actually quite good because, like again, that was something paying homage to the original. And do I feel like it was very disconnecting? No. Do I feel like it was a little bit weird? Yes, but did I end up liking it? It's on a yeah. I would say a yeah on that one. It was alright. Something that a little bit drove me a little bit insane was probably the amount of people that was running around at the time. You see, in the visual novel, they make it clear that there are people around, there comes a lot of people into the bakery and stuff, but it didn't seem to be anything about the bakery, which was a little bit weird. And when there were people, then there were not people. Like, where lies La Soleil is my question, because if you look around, there seems to be nobody walking around. I mean, seriously, not even a car. I mean, did something happen? Post-apocalyptic? Is that what I'm getting at here? The cat war? Nah, probably didn't happen again. Though that would be fun. Okay, but I digress. I had a little bit of problem with that, but it was not a big problem. It was just a small little problem. I was just wondering that, but hey, you know, the animation was good and everything else was good. Something that I will say drove me nuts though. People have these cat girls are gonna have the most worst stomach problems ever. I'm not even joking. And why do I say this? Well, fucking hell. Just do you see how many people just don't chew their food? Like, Jesus. Like, they just swallow it down like it's an open hole. Like look at fucking Coconut. Coconut fucking swallow that cake all whole, and it was like, oh. It's like, oh. It's like, Jesus, she's gonna choke on that thing. Like, poor gal. Like, seriously. I mean, somebody needs to quickly learn how to do CPR. Somebody didn't teach them how to chew their food at their bell exam, but hey. Apparently you don't need it. And last of all, which is the funniest thing to address, is the voices. Now, I would say the voice acting was good. I kind of liked it. Now, something that I find funny with the voices, and the fact that they are using the same exact voices that me and Connor did on DNC Dating, it was kind of hilarious. Like, realizing that Vanilla was really this bored character. Sounding very bored with every line she says, and... well, let's just have a fucking back-to-back here.
See here. You're right. Its form smells like marshmallow. I'm dead.
ショコラのいるところ、それは私がいるところ。
Master isn't here. That wake-up technique I just learned is all for naught.
It's definitely just a coincidence, or that we picked up the character very well. But at least I didn't really do the lispy voice on fucking like Cinnamon, right? Right?
設定からしてよくわかりませんし。
Holy fuck, Cinnamon! You don't speak to me like that ever again, please. I don't need to know that. Please. No. Sir. No, Jose. You are not going to do anything like that, sir. Miss. Well, that is basically my highly suggestive. I would say that if you liked me and Connor doing the visual novel way back then, and you kind of watched it recently, or that you really want to watch it again, then please, I would say go check it out. It's a fun little animation with about an hour long. It's not gonna take all day, and I would also say that you should probably you know, bring a friend, or like just watch it alone. It both works. Would I say it was something bad in it? Yes, of course. There's always something bad in a fucking OVA like this, but I would say most of it was pretty good. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. So yeah, if you would like to check it out, then please, go ahead and check it out. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Dummy, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. I know this was a little bit different than usual, so tell me what you thought. Now, because I don't have an outro yet, if you would like to check out me and Cooner play our great visual novel Nekopara Volume 1, then click here. And if you would like to actually see us play the other one, Volume 0, and you already watched basically the gist of it, and you don't really want to watch it again, then Volume 0 was also quite a fun. You can also watch that right here. And if you generally want to just watch me more do highly suggestive or something like that, then go ahead and subscribe. It's fun, and I will keep on doing this if it really enjoys you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. How the fuck do I get out of here?